The next collection of dies we're going to look at is from our Little Piece of Heaven collection. What a beautiful collection. You went mad for this. Some of the dies, they sold out on the first show. It went absolutely bonkers, but I love these frames and I'm going to show you how these work. So this is the swaying evergreen, and then you also had your Botanical Haven. So the swaying evergreen was the rectangle, and the Botanical Haven, which I've got here and you can just see it, is the oval. Now what is so clever about this, it's like you've got 4 die sets for the price of 2. So you've got your frame, and if you wanted to use it just as a frame, you could. But we've given you the hanging baskets, and we've given you them as link ones, so you will just have to snip out just there. So what you've got is you can put it in this hanging basket, which I always think of as your wooden hanging basket. So you've got this with one style of flowers on, or this is the die that comes in the Botanical Haven, and you could pop that into there like that, so it fits in absolutely perfectly. And we give you the charisma for both. So we've given you the charisma for a rectangle with the wicker hanging basket, and we've given you a rectangle with the wooden hanging basket as well, and the same for the oval. So they just fit like that absolutely perfectly. Now, if you're going to cut them out of the charisma, which I've got here, you have to take them off your magnetic sheet, I'm afraid, because you need to line it up with the charisma perfectly. So I can line that one up first, so let's line that up just there, and then I'm going to take the hanging basket and I'm going to pop it through the link. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line that up properly where it should be, and then I'm going to put a little piece of tape over that join just so that it doesn't wiggle out of that loop, and then we can run that through our die cutting machine. So I have got the my beautiful papers, and I've got a piece of card, and I've got some cardstock. So it all works so beautifully together. And then this burgundy is the perfect match, can you see, for the flowers in the hanging basket. So it works so well. And then you've got like a reddy colour, which works really well with the Botanical Haven hanging basket as well. There we go. Right, now you just need to be careful when you rip these off. So just take it gently. Now I just want a different pair of scissors. Let me see if I can find them. Let's see, these will do. Right, so I just need a little pointy pair of scissors on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tape off, because I need to just do it carefully. And remember, as I was saying, your die will still be attached where that link was. So I can peel that off there. So at the moment, this is just attached there. So all I need to do is clip there and snip there, and that, oops, is now caught up. Let's get rid of those catchy bits. There we go. There we are. We've got that beautiful hanging basket. And as I was showing you, you've also got the oval as well with the wicker hanging basket. Now remember, we're also giving you the charisma for this wicker hanging basket to sit in the oval, in the rectangle as well. So let's put that together on a card. So the first thing I'm going to do is to pop down my ready cardstock, or burgundy, whichever one you want to do, and I'm going to pop that on with some wet glue. That's going to go just there, and that's going to go on to, oops, there, just like that. Oh, a little bit of glue on there, that'll be all right. And then this beautiful papers, absolutely gorgeous, will all work perfectly. Pop that on to there. Now I want to show you how I've made this shaped topper. It's really, really easy to do. So I've just taken, get it the right way around, a white rectangle of card, and then I've taken my shaped foundation die. So they come as what we call a split unity. So that means we have 2 halves. Let's pick up the other one, and that will make the perfect shape for our die cut to fit in. Can you see we've got that there? If I put those together, our die cut then fits in there just like that. But if we want to, we can just use 1/2. And if I just used 1/2 and cut that just into the cardstock like that, I will get this shape. Can you see? So this means that when I then pop my hanging basket on, look at that. It follows there, but I've got that beautiful panel down the side. So let's pop that onto my card front first. And I'm going to pop that on with a little bit of foam tape. There we are. Just using a darker foam tape this time, but it's absolutely fine. It won't make any difference because it's not going to be anywhere that's visible. Get rid of those bits everywhere. And that's going to go on the front of my card. So I've left a nice big border around the edge. And then we can, oh, let's get these little cheeky little bits out of there. We don't want those on there, do we? Let's just pop those. There we go. And then we can then go all the way around. Now this first hanging basket, you could have this hanging basket swinging and hanging free, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it down, and then we're going to do a little bit of shaping on a second one on top. So I need to bring that down a little bit closer. Pop that. So I'm going to concentrate on getting the frame in the right place first. Once I'm happy with that, I can then hang my hanging basket nice and straight, because we do need that to be straight. And then I've got a second hanging basket. Should we just give it a little bit of a shape, I think. And you'll see I cut that out separately, and I've cut the hanging bit off as well. And actually, I think I'm going to, actually, if I put a little bit of wet glue on there, this will work well. Put a little bit of wet glue on there so that sits flat. And then I've got my glue gel that I'm going to pop under here. So that works just there. There we go. Line that back up. There, absolutely perfect. Now you will get all your other little decoupage pieces on there. Now I had to bring Mr. Field Mouse in because he was so popular. So I've got my field mouse, and I've also got some of my pots. So these are called, let me get those right, forget me pots. So I'm going to pop my, I've only got a few of them. I've trimmed into this. I think this was a piece left over from another project. I've just used some of the elements, so we can pop the pots down there. Let's get Mr. Field Mouse nicely shaping. And again, I didn't tend to use my ball tool when I was shaping him because I didn't want too much shape. I just wanted a little bit of dimension. So we can then just pop our glue gel behind there. So can you see we're now building a picture, we're telling a story, we're creating a lovely image. So we can then just add in little bits of foliage from the die set. Let's get the name right for that one because I've got it on here. That was the Wildflowers die set. Again, most of these all sold out, I think, by the time we finished with the shows. But can you see how beautiful is that? Just building up that story. So then I've got a little string bow that I've put together, and we can take that and we can, I've got some little tails on there, and then we can pop that on the side of my card. But how about that lovely hanging basket with the little mouse? It is telling a story, it adds perspective, it draws you in, doesn't it? But we've just built up that picture using those pots, using those the mouse, and also that gorgeous hanging basket.